Oh, yes, it's that Saturday night, that live feeling. Yes, hopefully we're coming out live and I've got the microphone on this time. Who knows? So if you're all good, yes, Dan, it was funky music. I was sitting there giving all the maracas. Loving it, loving it. I was actually choosing. I like a bit of music that's a bit of up front and in your face, which is happiness. There's too much sadness in this world, so we've got to be happy. Anyway, so what we got? What we got running through the door? What we got at the door? Worldboy Pilot, how you doing? Caroline, how you doing? Dan, how you doing? Gay and Z Gaines, how you doing? Richard Webb, Victor from RCJS. Victor, you've got to go work soon. Such a shame, but you know we've all got to do it, I guess. So have fun during the day. Thanks for popping by. Jerry, how you doing? How you doing? We've got JCB, and we've got. I swear I said hello, Jerry, didn't I? Yes, there we go. And Caroline, your mic is a bit peaky. Peaky blinders. Okay, let's turn it down a bit. How's that? Is that better? Is it not so peaky now? Are we good? Give me a thumbs up. It's always a bit ropey with this microphone lately. I've got to try. Hi Ian, how you doing? Thanks for popping by, buddy. Yeah, in 6 days. I can't remember. I can't remember, Ian, if you was Welsh or not. Yes, awesome. How you doing? Much better. Good. Hi Mark, how you doing, buddy? Making sure everyone is blue. Dan Van Dan.core. That's a mouthful, isn't it? So, hi Alfie. Hi Dan. I'll have to make you blue, Dan. I will do that in a minute. In fact, let's get people up because I'll make everyone blue. Let's see if we can do this. Hang on. Hang on. I think that's me because I can only do it. I've got to turn me down, otherwise we're going to get terrible feedback. Oosh, there we go. Because I can only do it. It's not going to do it on there, is it? Having a fun day. Okay, that's not. Oh, here we go. I'll make everyone blue. Hang on. Hold tight. I like to make people blue because everyone comes to the channel is important. Obviously, if you're bad people, then you know. So hang on. Here we go. You're blue. Who else was not blue? AG Alp, how you doing? You can be blue as well. Everyone can ban each other. It's great. It's all good. Here we go. Which one is that one? There we go. I think we're all blue now. Looks blue to me. So, Tunny, RC in the house. He's just walked through the door. How you doing? So, it's quite a surprise Saturday Night Live, really. I like to be a bit more prepared for Saturday Night Live and bring people on to say hello. But because of all the winds and storms that we've had, my everything went for a Burton outside. So, yeah. It took longer than anticipated, and when I thought, I better do some videoage for the Friday night, it went all out the window, so I do apologise about that. Most definitely Welsh, yes. I wouldn't mention the rugby. You was very close, very close. Sorry, buddy. You was that close. It was a really good game, but I won't mention the rugby, and I won't mention the England one today. I will not mention that at all. William Ross, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Mark Jury in the house. Anyone flying today? It was a lively and windy. It was crazy today. The best day in the UK anyway was yesterday. It was a lovely, lovely sunny day. But tomorrow, if you're in the UK, I think, it is down in the southwest anyway. It's a lovely, lovely sunny day. And no, I won't be out flying tomorrow, unfortunately. I've got to wait until I can get out flying again with Paul Heckles. We've got to arrange a date. In fact, that means I've got to ring him, actually. I just remembered to arrange a date because he was busy this last couple of weeks. But Mark doing for it. Yeah, I think a couple of people that I've seen fly today working on me. F-16 today. Special servers, right? That is great. I mean, you've got, Caroline, you've got a great little hangar. Everyone, I mean, if you haven't seen Ian's RC, you've done a little hangar turnaround, or show around, should I say. Absolute epic planes. Love it. Love it. Love it when you see everyone's planes. It makes me feel better that I'm not, the only one out there that just can't, stop pressing that buy button. Talk the buy button. I mean, we've been waiting for a little while now for the from the jet from Motion RC, the comfy jet. I can't even remember the name of it now. Someone remind me. That was meant to be here by now, or was it maybe meant to be March? But we've been waiting for Christmas for that, so I'm hoping to get that as well. Not let it be flown for a little while, because there's much, much, much more to be flown and bits and pieces. So, a couple of bits and pieces what's going to be happening over March. Excuse-moi. First of all, we are starting memberships. Now, I'm just in the middle of doing bits and pieces, so you get something worthy of of the different levels of membership. But we've got such a lovely crowd that pops on today at the last minute, and obviously does a lot of talking and chatting and feedbacks during all the Friday Feeling videos. So I thought, well, let's make some memberships. So that is coming in a couple of weeks. So if you'd like to be a member of Dad's RC Hangar, it's only £1,000 a month. I think that's quite cheap. And that's just the first tier. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's something like £1 or something silly for a month, just to be a part of things. Because we've got some giveaways coming up, and I thought, well, rather than just doing a giveaway, let's do it in the kind of the membership sort of thing style, as most people do. And also, we've got some bits and pieces coming. Also, I'm going to be making more than one video as well. I'm doing some other bits and pieces. I'm not just going to be waiting to the Friday to actually do the video. I need to do sort of like a storyboard of videos. So there'll be a lot more bits and pieces going out. So what have you got? Alfie bought a new nitro car, keeping me busy. I've been seeing a lot of nitro cars on the web. If you follow a few people, that my brain's going, but sort of a Dan, and Dan will be able to tell you who we've been watching who's got some nitro. My brain's just gone today. It's been a long day today. Who else? Who else? What have you guys been doing? The only thing flying today was the trampoline in my back garden, William. Is it windy still for you, William? Well, as I say, I lost some fencing. Well, I lost all the fence, actually. And it was quite funny because I was actually trying to hold on to the fence. And I'd done a Superman with the fence in the neighbour's garden. It's a good job we're friendly with the neighbours. But his fence went as well, and we helped him build that one. I was looking at accessing the damage yesterday, sorry. And yeah, I need a whole new fence and fence post. The post snapped and everything. Brian, how are you doing? How are you doing, Brian, sir? Yes, Brian. Yes. So, unfortunately, I tried to find if my wife was filming it or something else, of me trying to hold onto the fence in about 70-mile-an-hour wind, and I think more than the butt crack was showing, but the cracks was showing on the actual posts. The posts are gone, the fence is gone, and yeah, it was a crazy time. And one of the sheds as well lost all its roof and was leaking water like nobody's business. Lucky enough, the hangar stood still. Yeah, thank God. So I would have been pretty upset like that. So it was scary, scary stuff. But yeah, that was one of the reasons that we didn't have a video today. But going back to memberships, yeah. So we've got different tiers of membership. So you'll see soon when I make it go live in a couple of weeks. And you get other bits and pieces, like you'll get like a Dad's RC Hangar badge, and you get some swag, some cups, and some clothes, and other bits and pieces. And of course, we're going to be doing a few videos and a few chats and bits and pieces that are going to be for members only, for at least a month and bits and pieces. So you'll have to check that out. Also, I'm going to be cheeky and start a Patreon, just to see if it helps the the hangar. So all this stuff is coming out next week. So it's really just to let you know about what's going on here and other bits and pieces. So I'm just looking at my phone as well because I've got that live. So using FR Sky S8R. Yes, S8Rs are great. But if you use Nitro, use the R10 Pro. I think I've got that the right way around. Yes, I have. R10 Pro. Now, the reason they make these is because it stops all the interference from the Nitro engine. And yeah, you can basically put this next to batteries and all sorts, and next to the Nitro engine, and it won't snitch. Plus, it's got the backup battery as well. If you want to put 2 batteries and bits and pieces there, and it does a lot more funky stuff. I don't use it to the maximum, as you know. If you've been looking at the Spitfire and other bits and pieces, it's not. But yeah, great one. But the FR Sky stuff is brilliant. But what's that? No, it's Chris the Fence. Chris has fence. I was a part of the fence, Brian. I went with the fence. It was quite scary, actually, because I was just trying to hold on to both the fences. And I just went, I felt quite good, actually. So if anyone asked me, did I go flying that weekend? Well, yeah, I think I did. Cliff Harvey in the house. How you doing, Cliff? Oh, great to see you, Cliff. Cliff, if you've not watched Cliff Harvey's RC plays, go and have a look. He's done this brilliant plane. I hope you sorted all that out, Cliff, with the VTOL, and look forward to that. That is such a great build, an awesome builder. I've still got the Antoinette to build. I did open the box a couple of weeks ago, and I got scared. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I got scared. I opened it up. I put the plans on the table and everything else, following what Cliff Harvey does, and go, right, I can do this, I can do this. And no, I didn't. I thought, no, I can't. I'm not ready for this. I am not a supreme builder like Cliff. Far from it. I mean, I'll break propellers and everything. Here's my paint stirring stick from the other week, which is kind of funny. All sorted now. Great stuff. Great stuff. I look forward to actually seeing the flight of that when we get. Well, tomorrow. I don't know about your end, Cliff, but here in southwest England, it's nice and sunny tomorrow, from about 8 o'clock all the way to the end of play. So with kind of light winds and moderate gusts. I sound like a weatherman. Hey, why not? There's RC Hangar weather coming into your live. Well, it's not actually. It is live, but it's not the weather. Anyway, yes, my broken prop. We all saw that the other day. Screws and moi. Are those XT30s? Yes, 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 Mark. They are XT30s. There you go. 2 XT30s. Let's bring that up to the camera. There you go. 2 XT30s. You can get them quite. You know, they're easy enough to solder and everything else. In my boomerang. No, is it the boomerang? No, it's a Spitfire. I wanted some that flush mounted, but I couldn't get any for charging up the battery, so you don't have to take the battery out of the Spitfire. But yeah, XT30s. It's kind of random, don't you think? But they are widely available. So what's this? You can use the prop as a piece. Yes. Or you can just sit there while I'm thinking and go, hum. Yes, it's my thinking stick. I don't put paint on the propeller. Yes, Mark, they are great for nitros. They are a bit pricey, but you know they're going to last you a long time, and they've got all the backup stuff, and they do lots of funky stuff. I mean, you know that I'm not the most technical person, and I don't claim to be the most technical or a bit technical channel. I'm just about my journey. So, but it does a lot of stuff. So, 50-mile-an-hour wind here tomorrow. We'll wait until next week for the Maidens. Caroline, come on. Mind you saying that for battery, for foam and stuff like that, I suppose that is kind of high winds, really. I mean, when I've been flying, as you know, and if you've seen some of my flying videos with the boomerang, I mean, I've been flying in crazy winds, you know, with sort of 30-mile-an-hour gusts, which I don't mind. I don't mind a bit. This is crazy. This is going to freak you out, okay, because Paul Heckles had to scratch his head as well, is that I'm a better flyer in wind than no wind. I have no idea why. If you could tell me why, you tell me now in the chat, because I have no idea how I can be a better pilot in wind than no wind. Maybe it's just I'm used to being, because I've been flying obviously so much this year, I've just got used to the wind. And I find, I'm not sure what it is. I really have not quite clicked there yet, but the other day when we went up there and it was calm, I didn't struggle. It was just a bit weird. It was just, ooh, where's my wind gone? So I don't know. Maiden Highways. Yeah, it was that. I enjoy flying the wind. Mark, yeah, I do. I tell you what, I know it's freaky and I know it's weird, but that's me anyway. I like crabbing. I think it's hilarious. I end up literally laughing my head off watching their plane come over the head of me, sort of crabbing away. It is so funky. I love it. I don't know why. Little things, little things. South Devon, 80 mile. I don't think there'd be a Da Vinci flyer. Will take it. I don't think so. I think the Da Vinci flyer has probably got to be a smooth day. I'm surprised you didn't do it inside, Cliff. Or is there nowhere inside that you can fly? I don't know. Chris likes crabs. No. I like crabbing. Yes. I like crabbing anyway. Yes. My daughter Chloe's been trying to get me to go crabbing with her to the beach. But it's miles too cold because, you know, we get the little line and the bit of bait in there and you come up with a crab, stick it in the bucket. What a brilliant day. But flying a plane like a crab sideways is a lot of fun. Anyway, this is, yeah, good job. This is an 18+ channel. Come on. So, yes, crabbing. I like it. So I like wind, and I have no idea why. But yes, so I can only apologise that it's taking so long to get the Spitfire made. It is me, and as everyone says, I doodle too much. I have too many tea breaks, apparently. That's what people say. That I'll do a bunch of work and I go, oh, time for a cup of tea. So then I'll go and have a cup of tea and I'll sit down and I'll have a think what I want to do. And then before you know it, all the time's gone. But I don't get a lot of time anyway to do bits and pieces then. And the Spitfire, I was going to set up the camera today. Side slip. Excuse me. Side. See, I can't say that, you see, Warburg. Come on. Side slip. Side slipping. Side slipping. Crabbing. I prefer crabbing. Side slipping. Side slipping sounds way too professional. It's not me whatsoever. I never rush to build. Lots of precision. Yeah, I mean, with these chappy checkers, you know, precision is not the greatest thing. But I do try. You know what I'm saying, Robert. But yeah, I was going to put a camera up today in the corner, and while I was chatting to all you lovely people, I was going to be playing around with the Spitfire. But then, you know when you're sort of concentrating on something, and you've all gone quiet because you're looking at something, and then you're all going, "Has Chris forgotten we're here?" Yes, so I decided against that. But if you would like me to do sort of a live build, or you'd stick around, have a cup of tea, or having something stronger, let us know, and we'll do a build sort of live, But I'll try and remember that you're still there. I won't sort of go out the hangar, turn the lights off, and you're still running, going, "Hello, hello." Precision, unable to say yes, yes. It's a lot of things. I mean, simple things like, excuse me, you know, cutting that bit of balsa. Sort of super gluing. These are super glued. These Velcro tabs are brilliant. So as you can see, what I do, I Velcro them on and then I put a super glue, so then they don't come off, because obviously, if you're in the heat or the cold, that would be cool. Really, Cliff? Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Not that I'm allowed to mention it tonight, but I got a bit excited with England in the rugby. Sorry, Ian. You're going to hate me now, aren't you? You're going to ban me from commenting on your lovely channel. Anyway, but yeah, so I love Velcro. I love it. So all this sort of thing, thinking about it, cutting that out, using my nice little balsa tools that I've been watching on Cliff's show. All this sort of thing takes a little think. Say, right, I'm going to stick it there, but I don't want to permanently stick it. So what do I do? And all this sort of thing. It does take time, but I'll do a live build. I'll probably should we do a live? I mean, it's that when you do a live build, it's like, well, what plane am I going to do? What plane is not going to be so. I mean, I've got the Antoinette, which is obviously it's going to just be sort of, I'm going to film sort of like 15-20 minutes, and then a month later, then they'll put it all together, I would have thought, because that's going to be scares me. It's looking at me now on the other side of the hangar, and it's looking at me going, make me. It's scaring me. Stop it. Yeah. So I mean, the Spitfire is kind of nearly built, really. It's bits and pieces, and excuse me, I've just eaten dinner as well. Wrong thing to do before you do a live show. I've got to. I want to do a bit of spraying. There's a couple of things that people have been asking me in the comments quite a lot, and that I've been catching up. Sort of what's my battery charging? What is my charging station set up, and all that sort of stuff. And if you follow my Instagram, you'll see a picture of my charging stations anyway. And for spraying as well, sort of what do I use for a spray gun, and what do I use for a compressor? I've got all that. So maybe I just don't want to bore people. That's all. I like to be sort of. But then again, it is my journey. So, but I like people to be interested and excited. So. But the one thing that I've always wanted to know is that when you've got a covered plane, especially with this new covering, it's not exactly old school covering, is it? It's almost like a printed sheet of sticky stuff. It's like, what about if I wanted to spray it? And believe it or not, it does stay on there. So I can't see the name of the paints, and I don't really want to walk around and show you. Shall I walk around and show you? You don't mind, do you? Just talk amongst yourselves a second. I'll be back, don't worry. La 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 la. Dee 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 dee. Oh, hello! You're still here. There we go. Right. So these are the spray paints that I use, if I can get it right. Model Air AV, and that's Vallejo. Vallejo. I don't know. Vallejo. I don't know. So what's that? I didn't know there was any sponsor. Well, yeah. On my today, my family come round. My beautiful grandson came round with his dad and mum, and yeah, all the children around, and they're all into big rugby and all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, I don't really watch it. Personal RC, how are you doing? I don't know if you're blue yet, but anyway. So Model Air AV, yeah, whatever. This is what I use for my spray paint, and this sticks. And the great stuff about this is great for watering down as well, and also mixing, because the Spitfire colours, as you can see there, are not standard colours. So I've been trying to mix paint to get the right colour, and I've failed miserably at the moment. But I do want to do a video there on the spray painting, because I'm pretty good at spray painting. So I used to be a sprayer many moons ago, but I do like that, and I think it's fun. It is nice. So I'm trying to keep up with everything here as well, making sure that we're all blued out. Yeah, so that's coming up, and I'll do a little stuff like that. So anyway, cut a long story short, what I'm trying to do on here, I don't remember a couple of videos back, is that I put some plastic filler. If I can see where it is. Oh dear, bit chesty today. The dog is molting. The dog is molting like anything. I lay on the settee and I get back off the settee and I look like one of them scum swatches or whatever you call them that run around. You know, everyone thinks I'm Bigfoot suddenly because I've got all hair over me. It's horrible, but it gets in my chest. I can't find it. Plastic. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Next time you see it, let me know. Basically, it's plastic filler. So around the plastic edges of all the bits and pieces. Let's get there. This is when I break my wing trying to show you. But I think I did show it to you in a previous video. So, right here. So this is plastic filler. It's funny because I'm watching it backwards. That is plastic filler. See, if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. Over there so it doesn't break. Yes, so plastic filler. So then I'll just smooth out the edges and bits and pieces. And then plasto. That might be it, Caroline. I've got the tube is here somewhere. The hanger is the messiest it's ever been for a long time because I've been doing tons and tons of stuff. And would you believe it? I don't know where it is. It was just here. There's a plethora of tools and bits and pieces. I've got some lights for the next build. Look at that. I've been trying to... I'll find it. I'll find it. Caroline, you're probably right. That is great paint. It is really, really nice. You can actually get... If you look on here, which is really great. I'll flash it again because I'm not sponsored by them, so whatever. But if you look on there, they do sets. And they do sets for jets, warbirds, everything else, the correct colours. And they do the US Navy schemes. They do the UK World War II planes and all that sort of stuff. And it's brilliant. So you end up getting the chart. Now, the trouble is with the VQ Spitfire, it's a totally different colour. It's like someone said, what colour should we use? I know. We've got loads of this paint. Let's use that. But it's not paint, it's print. So, anyway. But yeah, it's great paint. Chewy. Chewy. These are chewy. Chewy. I'm going to show you these. It should be showing you these because this is for the next build. I was going to get a laser engine. I was going to get, the next build that we're doing, if someone can remind me what it is, because the box is not in here at the moment. I was after another nitro engine, and I was going to get a laser engine. Now, the trouble is, with the plane, that the engine would have to be upside down, and the guy at Laser Engines said to me that because the carburetor is in the wrong place, it would be lower than the fuel. I mean, where the fuel comes out, the carburetor is meant to be in line. So I'm not sure what engine, so it might have to go to a Sato, which is okay. This is good. Now look at this. I couldn't get for life or money my normal LED kit that I do, and then I've got this multiplex. But look how big that is. I mean, that's pretty old school, isn't it? Look at that. Look how big that is. And the LEDs, look how big they are. They look like Christmas tree lights. But anyway, it is what it is, and it's multiplex, so it's good. So, yeah. Anyway, that's beside the point. Over there is a load of rubbish, a load of stuff, and I don't know where my plasticize is, or bits and pieces, but we'll find it anyway. So, yes, I'm after also an engine at the moment, a nitro engine for the next build, because I want everything together and ready. Plus the Spitfire's not ready anyway, so, but you chose what I wanted to build, and I can't remember. Excuse me, I can't remember what you said now, but you did say a plane anyway. But sort of, hi Richard Webb, how you doing? How you doing? More people running in the door for this crazy channel. What's this? Found you a few back. Thanks for all the information. That's okay. Oh, Philip, there you go. Philip, you're not blue. We've got a new blue. We like making people blue. There we go. I like people blue. I think it's just because I like blue. Making everyone a moderator, so whatever. I don't care. That is moderator. You can all be moderators. I think when if ever the channel gets more than sort of like 100 people, I think I'd have to start not making so many people blue. My first plane was a multiplex kit, and I built. Oh, I tell you, what am I doing? I should be. Let's bring it on here. Where? Oh, there we go. There we go. My first plane was a multiplex kit. I built it, taught myself to fly with a 488 motor with NICADs. Ooh. How weird is that, NICADs? NICADs are good, though. NICADs are good. They're not that bad. So, but what's that? All right, what's that? Chris, I can't stop by. I'm hoping to fly tomorrow and need to charge. Don't lie. You just go and need to cry. But it's okay. We're all men here. Ian, thanks for popping by. I do appreciate anyone popping by. I don't expect anyone to stay in here for more than 2 minutes because you'll end up going a seizure or something crazy. But good luck tomorrow, Ian, with your flying, and I'll look out for the video because, yes, tomorrow is going to be a lovely day. And thanks for popping by. It's brilliant. I really mean it. Need to charge, yes. When you charge batteries, that's the trouble with charge batteries. A lot of people I know charge batteries and just walk off. I don't. I need to be around the batteries when they're charging. If you're putting them on a nice charge, and we'll go and talk about battery charging if you want in a video, you should never sort of like over smash the charge, fast charging, because the batteries don't last that long. So if you charge them how they're meant to charge, they do take quite a while each. I mean, I've got a 4-way charger. Gaza, how you doing? What's this? Hi, Chris. Just checking in, but got to take the team. I'll read it on there. What's it say? That's all right, Gaza. Changing my servers in the Spitfire, sorted the shed, and damp got in. Yes, I do have a dehumidifier, and it is the dehumidifier is a self. So when it fills up with water, it's got like a little pipe that goes outside and just keeps emptying. It is a must-have. If you've got like a hangar or a shed, but it's a hangar. It's a Dutch barn actually, but anyway, let's get technical here. Get one. I mean, Hangar V2, which will happen this year, it's going to be all insulated and everything else. So don't worry about that. So what's this say? I've had a battery smoke, but let's best not leave them. Yes, yes. And Ian's saying yes, ever, never. Yes, and never above 1C. You're totally right. You're totally right. It's, you know, trouble is with batteries, they are kind of unstable, especially if you're flying them a lot as well. And you're not, I mean, I always, even though I don't, you know, I've not been flying a lot, I do charge them, put them on a storage charge all the time. So Dutch barn. Dutch barn, yeah, that's my shit. Yes, this is a Dutch barn, believe it or not. I will show you when I've got a camera because there's you've seen the roof anyway. It's full of planes up there. Look, there we go. Excuse me, I'm ever so chesty today. I do apologise. But yes, this is the Dutch barn. Yeah, and I've got a dehumidifier that's down there. It's, you know, I've got a little thing so it turns on, you know, when it reaches a certain level. It's best to have one because what you find is even sort of like I don't know, any rods or anything that can go rusty will go rusty. So yeah. So what's this? I've tried to get a VQ spot, but I can't find one. Where did you get yours? Oh, where did I get mine? I got mine from a shop. I can't remember what shop I got it from. I could have a look. So talk amongst yourself. Hang on, I'll tell you where I got it from. I can't remember the shop. Let's try and find it, shall we? Hang on. If I see the shop, recognise it, I'll tell you. Let's go and have a look, and it'll tell me what shop it is. And the shop was it West Sussex Models? I don't think it was. No, it wasn't West Sussex Models. It was. Hold tight. Just talk amongst yourselves a second. Don't worry about me. I'm all good. I'm all good. And it's not coming up the shop. I know what the shop is because the website is all red. So it's not Model Shop Leeds, is it? No, no, no. La da da da. Don't worry about me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I can't find. Is it? No, it wasn't Inwood. No, I can't find. I can't find the shop. I can't find. No, that's not the shop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Philip. I will. I've got you're in the comments. I will find out where I got it from. It's in the brain somewhere, but I'll let you know what shop. But no, yes, there's stock in the UK. If you're from the UK, which I'm sure you're, is rubbish. Um, I've been waiting for a plane from Motion RC Europe since Christmas. Kingsley Model Shop, yes, Mark Kingsley. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check. They've got a red site, have they? They've got a red website. I'm sure it is Kingsley. It reminds me because I normally get quite a bit. I try and get stuff from lots of shops. Models, Kingsley Models Shop. Would help if I could spell, wouldn't it? There you go. There you go. Look, there we go. Red site. Is it? It's a red site. Let's see if they've got one in stock, shall we? Let's see. Let's see. Now, I do like this site. I just hate it on my mobile. VQ Spitfire. VQ Spitfire. Go. And you come up with the parts by. Why? Why would you just come up with the parts? Okay, let's do Spitfire. Some people's sites just don't. I'll put in a Spitfire and everything else for the Spitfire comes up apart from the Spitfire. Maybe that means they haven't got one in stock. I don't know. They've got all the retracts and everything else and struts and a prop. Let's try to do VQ. If you try there though, let's just try one more before we get into B&Q. No, that's wrong, isn't it? Barbecue. No, that's wrong. VQ. Here we go. VQ models. They do a lot of VQ models in here. And do they have the Spitfire? I'll tell you what. Go there. Go to that shop. It doesn't look like they got any in stock. Let me have a quick look. Do you know it's one of them things? You just got to keep looking now. Got to keep looking. Come on. We've got one more page to look at. No. They have a Hurricane. Yes, they do have a Hurricane. I think it is. I mean, I was looking for a Spitfire and there was none in stock. And then some. I think it was John, which is part of one of my subs, whatever we call it, the family, part of the community. John texted me and said, Chris, they've got me in stock, and I bought it straight away. So it is one of these things. Now, I would, if you're in the UK, look out for March. Apparently, across March, there's a lot of boats turning up at the port, from what people have been telling me, and all the trucks, and they've got all the trucks. So a lot of stock in the UK is coming in March. Now, whether that's beginning of March, middle of March, end of March, it's in March. So if you are after a Spitfire or anything like that, or a Tiger Moth or something like that, some lovely balsa models, then just keep looking. That's the best thing. Or give them a call. Say, look, I want to buy one. Can you email me, call me as soon as they come in? That is the best thing to do. But Kingsley Models, they're a great bunch. So go down there. Anyway, what was we talking about? Is there people still here? Have you not got bored yet? Where are we? I was doing something, and then we go. There we go, and there we go. Yes, we've still got 15 people. That's not bad, is it? First time of the year. That's not bad at all. I think it was 17 and 2 got bored. Now, there was Ian, he had to go. And then Victor, yes, he's had to work, bless him. Bless his heart. So, okay, so we've gathered that we want to do something live building. So I'm going to look into that, whether it might be the next plane. It's kind of hard at the moment. V2 is coming. That's okay, Philip. I'm here to help, or try to. If I help somebody in my madness, then it makes my day. It really does. V2 Hangar, we've got the V2 Hangar now. It's going to come. We've just got to get rid of all the stuff now. Obviously, 7 panels of fencing plus posts plus a gate might put a bit of dent in the pocket. Yes. Whether that comes soon or later, but it has to happen. It's got too busy in here, and when I'm trying to make and build the plane, it gets pretty crazy now. I'm bumping into planes left, right, and centre. So, and obviously my flying with Paul Heggles. If you haven't seen it, then go and look at the Boomerang, and you can see some fun flights. And yeah, Paul says I'm getting really good now. Consistency is getting there. and landing is kind of getting there. Yeah, so I'm using a lot more rudder. But this is on my journey, and we're going to be. I'm sure, I did say this year is going to be the year, and he said, "Was this you need to? Was it you need to crash more?" Yes, yes, yes. I do need to crash. Well, I've been semi-crashing, semi-crashing. I mean, that was a kind of a crash when I lost my prop. I think what it was, I had such a heavy landing. Yeah, the prop went into the mud, and yeah. I try not to crash at the moment, Caroline. I think crashing will come after my A cert. I've got a lot of planes that I've never flown before that are going to be totally different to the Boomerang. And there's me going to be waddled up saying, yeah, I can fly. I got my A cert. Here we go. And yeah, a few plastic bags later, I might get it. But yeah, it's going to get there. I think, I mean, sort of like Paul, I did say to Paul, I said, do you think I've done my A cert by the summer? And he said, well, way before then. So in the spring, he was saying. And the spring in the UK is kind of next week, I think, this spring, or for the astronomical spring anyway. I'm not sure. It's sometime in March, isn't it? Spring, or is it April? But anyway, so we're looking in the next couple of months, cross fingers, that we'll get that final elusive certificate that will enable me to fly on my own and practice and practice and practice. You'll probably find then there'll be a lot more movies as well, or videos stacked up, because obviously I can go flying during the week if I get time. Stick the plane in the boot, stick everything else in the boot. If I finish work early or get back or whatever, zoom straight to the field and get some flying in, because I do love flying. It is fantastic. This is why I do all this YouTube, just to push it onto people that follow my journey. If I can do it, anybody can do it, and it's great fun. Unfortunately, at the moment, is prices as everything. What was it? Are you getting feather edge or lap panels for the fencing? Lap panels, no feather edging. I don't know, because I have asked the man to give me a quote. I think they are the. Do you know? I don't know, Brian. I really don't know. I know he quoted me 1,500 quid, but that's about it. I don't know what fence they are, and I don't even know what posts they are. It was just a quote. I should really ask for that, but I'm not bothered, to be honest with you. I mean, a lot of my fence, we put some stuff in front of it, like some nice sort of stuff with flowers on and bits and pieces. And garden. I do like my garden. I'm a full-time Englishman, and I like my garden. I do, and I like my plants in my garden. My grass, since I've had a puppy, or my wife, should I say, has had a puppy, not so much grass anymore. More of a mud pit. But then again, I've always got my hangar to walk into, and very British in here. It's very European, actually, because it's got lots of different stuff. So it's all crazy stuff. So anyway, miles away, we're going to do some bits of business. We'll do something about spraying, which I want to do, because I think that's quite important for people, really, because there is quite a few channels with spraying and bits and pieces. But, I think I would like to be there. When I first started a couple of years ago now, this is how bad it is for me, how long I've waited to fly. And, I had a plane, it was like a Watt 4, and I wanted to spray it. I didn't like the colours. I wanted to feel that I had a good plane, And I painted it, and of course, that's when you learn about the tape. It pulls off the paint and everything else. But yeah, all learning things. And there is some stuff out there about spraying and bits of business, but not really for the beginner. It's more like for someone who's been doing it for a while. So I want to do that as well. And obviously, there are a couple of older gentlemen that is part of the community of this channel would like to know about charging batteries. So we're going to do something about that, and how I charge batteries, and how you should charge them and discharge them, and put them to a state so they're nice and happy sitting in a gun box, or not a gun box, it's an ammo box. That's what I keep them in anyway. So if they do explode, then they're kind of there. There is lots to do. It's just time, and I can only apologise that I can't pump out stuff that I want to do. I mean, we've got some truckage there that I need to get out. We got this puppy here is awesome. I love this truck. I really love this truck, and I've got so much stuff to put on it to make it look blingy. My quad over there, we've got to do some quadage. There is so much stuff, and I really wish I could just go full time tomorrow and get all this out. So, anyway, what's Brian saying here about panels? Lap panels are already built but flimsy and are prone to rot at the bottom. Well, I think I know what he was talking about. He was also talking about putting like some sort of kickboard. So in between the posts, you've got like a little board first, and then you go. Don't forget. Yes, I do vent it. Should we have a look at the ammo box? You want to see my ammo box? I know you do. Come on, let's see an ammo box. Oh, hang about. It's okay. Woo. Hanging upside down is no good for the face. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Oh, falling off. Right. Ammo box. Now, when you get an ammo box, let's push this down. This is the smaller one. This is, I think, for my 3S's, I think. These are for my, like, the smaller ones, I think. My 2.2 batteries and bits and pieces and all those sort of stuff. Other bits and pieces. On here, if you can see, you get a rubber seal. Now what I've done, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get a bit of light here. There you go. See? And I use my pointy stick. See, there's a gap there. Oh, there. There's a gap. So it's not a full seal. So most of it's sealed, but the pressure's okay. So if it does go, the smoke or the combustion will come out the front. Otherwise, if you keep that rubber seal in, it's a blooming bomb. So because the air's got nowhere to go, but it will come out here. It will come out there and that way in bits and pieces. That's the plan anyway. But that's one of my small ammo boxes full of lovely, lovely batteries, and that's what I use. I've got other cases down there, and obviously I've got my 6S batteries and 5S batteries. And home having some lunch. Victor, welcome back. Can anyone tell me what the max memory card for an X9D Plus is? Wow. I don't know, Tanny. I've not tried to put. I think the max I put in, the one I had was a 32 gig, I think. I'm not sure. Does anyone know? I have one of the batteries as well. Brilliant. I have one of the batteries as well. Yes, they are brilliant. I've got a lovely. I'll show you my 6S. Can anyone ask this one for Tony RC? Does anyone know that? I think it's a 32. Do we know that? Oh. Explosive! Right, so we look at this bad boy. Can we see that? There we go. Graphene 5.0. And that bad boy. A couple of those in there. In fact, there's four of those in there. And then I've got some 3s as well. And then I've got one for my car. I've got a couple of them actually. This is hard case. Volts Lipo hard case. That is for. There you go, Caroline. Yes, I was right then. It's 32 gigabyte. That's what I've got in mind. Oh, sorry for loud noises. Did I hurt your ears? I do apologise. It hurt my ears. Ah! And there's another box down there, but we don't need that box. It's all good. Anyway, having a great week, everyone. Yes. I think everyone's having a great week. Apart from, I don't want to start talking about this. I was talking to my son about it's politics. I tried to. It's a sad thing. It really is a sad thing, and I feel sorry for a lot of people involved. And it's the even worse thing is that we can't really do anything to help. So I can only wish everyone to stay safe over there. It's a frightening time, but I try to keep positive on this show and on my videos to bring that kind of like the Friday feeling and the Saturday Night Live love. So what we got? What's JCB saying? JCB, do you remove the part of the seal in the ammo box cans? Yes, I do. If you just see, you can take the big one hasn't got any rubber, but the small one, it's just I cut the rubber out and then so it's got half a bit of rubber in, but it's got somewhere for gases to escape. That's a must. Because if you don't, you take the whole seal out. I take the whole seal out. Yeah, well, in my 6S, one that you just saw, the bigger one, is fully out. Mainly because there's bigger explosions. I don't know. Maybe I just took it out, and maybe I forgot to take the other one out. But the smaller one is cut out. Um, as I say, this is a dehumidified area, so this area never gets damp. It's if I'm sitting in here doing a video, and it's I don't know what is it in here. It's only, excuse me, it is 39. What is that? 39. What was it? 30? You're saying, Chris? What is that? 39. 39. It is 39% humidity in here, which is not a lot. Not so. Sometimes you come in here and you feel like you're being sucked of water. You really do. That's why I always have got some juice in my hand. No, Brian, it's not vodka. I've got my friend Jack Daniels popping around later on. So, hey. Oh. What's that? Dad's RC sauna. Well, yeah. Trust me, you would not want to see me naked. It would scare you for life. Or scar you for life, should I say. Yes, it's kind of like a cross between Humpty Dumpty and a something else. It's not a good sight. It really is not. Last time I was at the beach last summer, I had all these people trying to push me back in the water, and all I saw is on their t-shirt says Greenpeace, and all they kept screaming was "Save the whale! Save the whale!" Huh. Damn. Well, it's not that bad. What it is probably is that bad. But yes, what are we talking about now anyway? Yes, so always safety on batteries. Batteries scare the hell out of me. I mean, you've seen some of these. I mean, most of them, they just poof, and then a bit of smoke comes out. But they are some of the cheaper ones. But the graphene ones, they are expensive, but they are good batteries as well. But they can explode. I mean, a lot of I think about 2 people that have had fires, but they've always not been there. They've walked away and left them going on in their shed, in their garage, and it's like, why? Put them on charge and then sit and do stuff. It's scary stuff. What's that? Whales need love too. Yeah, but we're talking about me. Come on. Yeah, whales do need love. Yeah, I mean, we go off tangent things, but I actually love. I have love programs about the sea and stuff. It's some lovely, lovely, lovely stuff in there. So, what's everyone doing while we watch? I'm editing a video. Thanks, Cliff, for concentrating on me. No, I don't blame it. It's just nice, It's almost like being in like an RC club. Everyone's doing their bits and pieces, but we're all having a chat. So I feel very privileged that you're here. So Caroline's drinking tea. That's very good. I hope it's a nice tea. Sticking down some servo wires. Oh yes, that's nice. In fact, it would be good, wouldn't it, if I did something live? I'm going to work on this. I'm going to get a camera view angle. And Victor's eating and drinking. Victor, you're always eating and drinking your lovely food that you post on your Facebook. He has some lovely, lovely food. Maybe I should start eating like Victor, and then I might lose some weight, because I know this is very good for you, the stuff you eat as well. So anyway, sticking down server wires, watching Vikings Valhalla. Let's post up. Let's just put this up on here. So Cliff's doing a video. Got Caroline who's drinking a tea, and she's also sticking down servo wires. That's kind of scary when you're sticking something down and holding a cup of tea. You might get stuck to the teacup. Victor, he's eating and drinking, and Warbird, he's watching Vikings Valhalla. Not seen that. Philip, yes, gin and tonic. Good man, good man. And what's the time? Yes, well time for a gin and tonic. Caroline I did make myself a stir fry. Oh, that's good, that's good. And Victor saying we'll be changing up soon for tomorrow's Jet Hot. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen, I'm sure you've seen Victor's site, but have a look at his site. It's got some great stuff on there, it really has. And just had a pizza. I can't. Wow, pizza's good. How's your car doing? Is your car good? Tell me about it. Got all electric, Jenna has. Jameson. Oh man, I'm not. Well, saying that, Jack Daniels is visiting me later on. William's having William's having some red wine. If I say, hope it's good. Well, we got JCB drinking his Jason, man. Mark, what's he doing? Western vintage cider. Not had that. I do like cider. The only time I really drink cider is in the peak of summertime. So you're kind of in a pub, in a back garden, or even at home in the back garden. The sun's just settling down, and got the birds singing that, and a nice pint of fresh cider, cold. Charging batteries. So Victor is eating and charging batteries at the same time. Scary stuff. Who else we got? And we got 18 people. So what else are people? Anyone else doing stuff? Jack Daniels is just down the road. Oh, JCB, come on, really? I'll tell you what. I love Jack Daniels. I really do. It's bourbon. I think it's called bourbon. Is it bourbon? But I've been trying to taste the other ones, but no, just the standard one. Tennessee. That's where you. Is it Tennessee? Is that where you're from, JCB? Tennessee. Wow. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Douglas. Douglas is not blue. Why aren't you blue, Douglas? Bramble and blackcurrant gin. Ooh. I bet that tastes refreshing. I do like blackcurrant. My wife is more of a gin lady. I'm not really a gin person. I like Jack Daniels, just because of the kick. It's good. It's yeah. But anyway, I sit a foot away when the charge. Yes, Victor. You see, you do things right. That's exactly what you want to do. You don't want things to blow up. You don't want things to catch fire. I mean, God forbid anyone gets hurt in batteries, but you've got to be careful. You really have. I've got my setup in here, and I'm always in the hangar when the batteries are charging, or I'm just outside. I'm just, if it's summer's day or something, But I never leave them alone. Even with the batteries, the batteries that I have in the Boomerang and the Spitfire, which are just the batteries for the igniter and just the 4 little batteries. I leave them in the planes. I don't have to keep taking them out. I charge them up, but keep an eye on what's going on because those things go up. Wow! I have got a fire extinguisher in the hangar. I hope everyone's got their own little fire extinguisher. And you get these fire extinguishers now. I'll have to show you next time. You get this fire extinguisher that's kind of like an all-in-one fire extinguisher. So you can use it on petrol fires, electrical fires, whatever else fires there is. So you don't have to use like the CO2 or water. They are great. If you look in a certain thing called Amazon, so for all-in-one fire extinguisher, and they are good. And I've got one attached over there on the hanger, just in case. Got to be done. So good old ale. Yes, Warrior Pilot. Yes, you can't beat the good old ale. Now, where are we? Where is it? Is it in here? Hang on. No. I did have a bottle in here, a Spitfire ale. Yes, I do like some ales. I can't remember. My son-in-law to be is into his ales, and he bought me some lovely old boy ale and all sorts of things. Really, really nice. So, I said, bucket of sand nearby. Now that's a good idea. Sand. That is a good idea. I'm happy with my own fire extinguisher. What's that? Scar. What the hell is that? Scar. Is that ale or is that beer? I don't know what that is. So, but yeah, I mean, I used to be a beer man, but not so much these days. I don't know why. I mean, obviously you have that nice quenching pint down the pub, or every first Wednesday of the month, we in the club, we all go and meet up, but I normally drink a nice pint of Guinness, if anyone likes Guinness, and I do like a fresh pint of Guinness out of a pub when we have a little club meeting on the first, which is this Wednesday coming actually, the first Wednesday of the month. So that's nice. So. That's cheers in Norwegian. Oh, do you know what? I'm probably saying it wrong as well. Skal. Stroll. I have trouble speaking English, let alone anything else. So, yes, cheers. Cheers to this is my orange. Cheers, everyone. And I hope you're having a great Saturday so far. So, my plans for tonight is not too much, actually. Pretty close. Okay. I'm going to look at Norwegian. I'm going to look at that. Norwegian. Okay, I'm going to look at the Norwegian way, and I'm going to try and say it for the next time we do. Maybe I'll do it on the Friday. So, Close Flight has been underwater past week. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, the recent storms in the UK have brought lots of floods up north and Midlands, and not so much down here in the south. West, we just have really nasty winds, but yeah, that's terrible. It's nothing worse because then, the field is going to be waterlogged for a long, long time until it dries out. But I've been speaking to somebody, and they reckon, who knows the business about weather, and they reckon that at March, end of March, it's going to be really, really nice. But in the UK, April is notorious for April showers, which I believe in last year was March. So I don't know. Crazy weather. This is why I try and take every day as I can. I mean, it's such a shame that I couldn't have gone flying yesterday, because it was one of them perfect days. The wind wasn't that bad, but then again, Paul Heckles is busy for 3 weeks because he's got something else at the field that's a bit manic, so he wouldn't be able to do that anyway. But you know, I've been trying to do it on the simulator. I've been playing about on the simulator, trying to do a bit of fun on there. It's not the same. Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. Yes, it's good when you want to learn the sticks and bits and pieces, but I must admit, I'm finding that I'm actually flying the plane without thinking what I'm doing with the sticks. In my eyes, that's a big thing, because it would also, you know, you want to do something, you go, oh, is it that way or is it that way? Ooh, ooh. But now it's getting to the stage now where I want to know where I know where they want the plane to go. It's getting a bit hot in here. I've got my heater on because it was so cold in there, and I'm burning up now in my sauna. It is definitely a sauna. That's RC sauna. Just don't want to take your t-shirt off. So yeah. So actually, you know, it's just like, I don't know. It's a bit like if you drive a car. You know, you're driving a car, and perspective on the simulator is not the same. No, it's not, Mark. It's not. I think the simulator's fun, and it's good for still your muscle memory, I guess. But it's not the same. I mean, my peripheral vision is really good. I mean, I can see my fingers there. I can see my fingers. And so it's great when you're actually flying, because I can see my, what I call, goalposts, where I want to turn to get a nice turn in. And it doesn't offer that in a simulator. Not at all. But it's still good, I suppose. It's I don't know. It's good for. It's still good, you know, to keep. If you could keep the plane going in the simulator, then it's pretty good. But it's not. It doesn't offer that the same experience. But as I say, when you're driving a car, and if you drive, that is, and you turn around a roundabout, or you turn left and this, you don't look at the steering wheel to see what you want it to do, even though you can go two ways really. But or if you're driving, if you drive gears in a car, a gear car. You know, you don't think about what you're doing in the end. You just do it, and that's what I'm becoming like when I'm flying, which is great. It's about time. It's that way. It's useful, but not the same. No, it is useful. Yeah, but it's not the same, as you say. I mean, I think you know, I've been a bit blessed, really. I found our skis helped with the left and right. Yes, yes. I mean, the biggest thing, the biggest RC car. You know, I mean, sort of like, you know, I had crosswinds. Maybe that's where I'm going. I should have some crosswinds, JCB. But you know, I want to get out and fly anyway. But yeah, I mean, sort of this here, this RC car is not as easy to drive as you think. It's really not. Oh, there goes the canisters. But it's fun. It is fun. But in the end, you know, you forget about what you're doing and all that sort of stuff. So that's where you want to be. You want to be flying. You know where you want the plane to go, and your fingers do it automatically. You know, so you're looking up and you know, and I think that's when you keep getting that, and that's when you become a great pilot, and that's when you can do all the fun stuff that so many people on channels that I watch do, and I will do. Then the biggest thing with me was the rudder. Don't ask me why. The rudder used to give me loads of problems. I used to race RC cars. Well, try it anyway. It's not easy. No, it's not. It's the same thing, isn't it? You're not in the car. You're watching the car, and that brings a whole different perspective to doing anything. You know, if I was in a plane, I know where I want to go, and up and down, all this sort of stuff, and land. You know, bring the stick back and a bit more power. But when you're not in the plane, it's a totally different kettle of fish. I think personally, don't quote me on this and don't hold me to this, but I think flying an RC plane has got to be harder than actually flying a plane, is it not? I don't know. Yes, you've got more to remember when you're flying a plane, you know, sort of Roger, Roger, and la la la, and la la la. I don't know. Maybe it's just from my brain in my head. But anyway, rudder control was a big deal with me, and don't ask me why. But Paul Heckles, what he did, he says, right, Chris, the plane is on the ground. What I want you to do is I want you to keep it on the ground, and I want you to go up the runway, and then I want you to do like some figure of eights, and then I want you to turn around and do so. And by doing that, it enabled me to get my head around the rudder. How cool is that? Just on the floor. just taxiing around, doing some circles, doing some figure of eights. Very clever man, Paul Heckles. He really, really is. On an unpaired home egg in the wind direction, page up, page down, and add wins. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that. I will have a look at that. Just says practice stall turns is a good for rudder practice. Yes, I prefer doing it on the floor though, Cliff. It's at least I'm not going to crash the plane. Why was rudder control an issue for you? I don't know, Caroline. I really don't know. It's just that it's this thing here. It's the old ticker. So I just used to go the wrong way, and I don't know why. It's just not like turn right and she'll turn right, turn left she'll turn left. But it was backwards in my head, and I don't know what. And when you come down to land, I mean, you shouldn't really use your rudder anyway, because all you need to do is just tip it to come down and stuff like that. Unless you're doing your sort of like your crabbing or slip slide, whatever Bob Bird said. But yeah, I don't know what it was. It's just it's in here, so it just wasn't happening. So it's harder from perspective. It's harder from yes, it is. Douglas, try. David Owens, talking to the devil. Hiya, buddy. How you doing? I don't know if anyone saw the quad interviewing. David Owens made this massive thing in MK Dons in the UK stadium, and he brought a 5G Vista and all the fun stuff. And I actually forgot I forgot the name of the other thing. What was it called? What was it called, David? It was called HD0. That's it, HD0. He brought all that together. Huge respect to David. And David is always doing the following on my flights. So when you see me flying and you see the quad following it, that is David Owens. He takes his time out, and I'd just like to thank on live how much I thank you, David. You're a good friend. You really are. So we say, Cliff, it's easier to fly full size, no doubt about it. There you go. I'm glad you agree with me there. Douglas, try a day of full size gliding, a good way to appreciate rudder control. Trouble is, you see, Douglas, I was in the ATC, which is the Air Training Corps, as a very young man, and we did do gliding. I'm not sure what it is these days. It's just my brain, I think. Rudder is really for landings. I think so. David, I think if you think nose left, nose right, yes. That's what Paul was saying, wasn't it? Also video, Chris. Yeah. HD0, there it is, HD0. Pull up HD0. It's the British Drone Racing Association. Pulled off the race, yes. Absolutely brilliant. If you haven't seen the video, go and have a look. You'll see it. It's me trying to interview with not the right setup. Bite Frost. Oh, Caroline and David are getting heads together. Or Shike Part. Bite. Honestly, Caroline, the imagery, I mean, we were suffering because of, in a Faraday cage, as I said so many times, and because the Wi-Fi was on 5 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz all around the stadium, but without that, it was fantastic. Fly the heli in the sim and you'll learn rudder pretty quickly. Well, I'm getting better at the rudder, but I'm going to try that. We should really all have a sim day, shouldn't we? We should have a Saturday Night Live, but anyone that's got the sim could join in. Or the OG of HD in the old Connex. Oh, you've lost me there now. You've lost me. You had me at helicopter. Try knife edge in the simulator. Aileron opposite to the rudder. Let me try and fly first. Let me try. What are you on about? I can't do that. Knife edge. Yeah. I got an edge. Here we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. What's that? We are working directly with. There we go. We are working directly with Carl from the VTX HD0 and VRX Web Bite Frost. There you go. You heard it here first, Caroline. Caroline, if you haven't seen her channel, is really into good stuff with FPV. So honestly, David and Caroline, you should hook up because she's really intelligent. I'm flying real flight now. Hey, Cliff, there you go. I should get out my real flight, shouldn't we? We should do that. I think I've got 9.5, and I think it's a bit extra, or whatever it's called. So just kidding, Chris. Mark, it's all good, mate. It's all good. What's that? Yeah, don't. Yes, don't confuse me. It's easy to confuse me. You know that. I'm easily confused. You know, I've only got half a brain. Look, see, it's all falling out and everything. It's pulling out my brain. The more I learn, the more I forget. You know, I put it in this ear and it's coming out of this ear. It's terrible, absolutely terrible. But no, I'm going to fly. I flew drone racing with HD and Cornex system. Pretty good stuff. It is really cool stuff. If I didn't, let's get on this seat properly here. Sorry, if I didn't have pip control, you know, they don't line up. You know, I'd be flying this lovely quad, and of course, this lovely quad that David built me. This lovely quad. I've still yet to fly, and she is absolutely sexy. Some really, really cool stuff. Look at that. Oh, sexy. Sexy, sexy flight. That lovely frame. David built this for me. Look at that. Sexy. Still yet to fly. Crazy stuff. I have got an FPV screen, but I've not. We haven't got to that. So where was we? I bet the new stuff is much better though. By the way, check out Michael Werger on YouTube for aerobatics. I'll look back at the video and get his name. Yes, I do watch someone for aerobatics, and I've forgotten his name. Always forgetting people. Caroline, do mean Sharp Bite VRX? Sorry. Ooh, okay. This is what I mean. You should honestly, Caroline, have a chat with David. You know, go on his website. No, go on his YouTube, and have a chat about stuff. It's really, really cool. Pretty drone you have there, Chris. Yes. Got to have a drone. Got to have a drone. I just wish they would stick to one name for it. Well, yeah. I've got lots of plenty planes, including this big sexy one back here, and some lovely warbirds, as you know, warbird pilot. And it will all come. I just need to get this boomerang flying around, and you know, David would tell you, improvement is there, and Paul Heckles is thinks I'm improving. So Paul Heckles, which is just a phenomenal pilot, and he's been around for a long, long time. And if anyone can teach me, he can, and he is. I've still got some guys down at my club that are willing to teach me, but I think I'll just get. What is the big blue one? I've forgotten the name of it. Tiger cat. Tiger cat. There it is. It's a tiger cat. It's not a meerkat. It's a tiger cat. Slow and steady wins the race. Yes, it is. You see, I'm getting stuffed up here whether my heating's on and everything. It's killing me now. It is the FMS Tiger Cat, and she is huge. And she's got these big, huge propellers and this big, huge engine, and she's got two of them. So yes, she is a sexy, sexy bird. I was one of these silly people, and I still am, as you know, that will see a plane, fall in love with it, and buy it. So it's ready to fly next time. So. Yes, I am going red. I am going red. It's because my blood's going to me. It's because I'm getting really stuffed up here. It's honestly, I have not got gin in here. Okay, it's because it's really hot now. It's actually 22 degrees and it's 38% thing in here. So I'm probably going to. It looks big. She is huge. She is huge. The nose is there, and the tail is there. So you're looking. 1800 millimeters, I think it is, almost 2 meters long. And I think, yeah, look up the Google FMS Tiger Cat. What's the time? I'll tell you, we'll give it 10 more minutes, but I'm going to turn off the heater. 1 second. Hang on. Hold tight. I'm coming back. Woo. God damn. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Right, where was we? What were we saying? Yeah, let's be. You're about to say what club you belong to, Chris. I was. I belong to Skylarks, a Skylarks club in Hampshire. So if you look up the Skylarks, it's 1700 wingspan. Okay. There you go. 71 spin apparently. There you go. And the does it say the okay? So, yeah. This hat doesn't fit me, is it? Well, hello. It's great calling me down. You have to have a look at it, but she's huge. She is huge. Um, but yeah, I just fell in love with the detail. Yeah, I haven't got any videos on it because I got it before. It's a bit cooler now. I got it before I started doing YouTube. But she's wonderful, absolutely huge. Like Caroline, here we go. The way into our club at Dewberry early this week. I don't think we can. Can I copy that? No. Is it going to let me copy that? Is it going to? Oh, okay. You can see it on. You can see. Where is it? I can't click that. I'll have to click that later. But anyway, if you want to see that, obviously it's going to be covered in water, I guess. But yeah, you look at Skylarks in Hampshire. Well, it's actually Hampshire. Yes, it's Newbury, I think it is. Let's have a look. I can look on my phone actually. We are going to be. There we go. Open a Safari. Oh wow, that's terrible. That is wet. That is wet. Hang on. I wonder if we can. Oh, look at this. This is technology at its finest. Hang on. Did it do it? Did it do it? Did it do it? Did it do it? Yeah, we go. There we go. So if it's all live. It's great, isn't it? So if I bring that, oh, there you go. There's Caroline's flying field. That is so. I feel so sorry there for you, Caroline. That is crazy. Yes, yeah. The weather's a strange thing. Cliff, yes, it is a gorgeous runway, and the little square thing on the left-hand side is a drone square that they can put some gates and everything else. The guys in charge down there, they look after the runway, and they're always mowing it and rolling it and everything else. And we are very, very lucky. Anyone that can be a member has to have an A cert. I got in under the radar about a couple of years ago, but as I don't fly there much at all. I haven't flown there for about 2 years. The only flying I've been doing is Port Heckles. Yeah, we'll get back there. But you'll see a lot more videos of mine back there. So, but it is a wonderful, wonderful club. If you ever find yourself in the southwest, you should let us know and pop on down and have a little fly. It's really nice. Got a nice couple of runways there, and the wind's not too bad there either. So it's good. But anyway, listen, I've been rabbiting on now for way too long. So I've been almost like burning myself to death. The heat is suddenly dissipating because it is cold outside. But yeah. So hopefully next Friday feeling there will be a video. I see there's a waiting list to join. Is there? Wow. I don't know. Is there? I don't know. Is David still about? I don't know. Must run, Chris. Let's put the youngest to bed. Yes, William. Stay safe, my friend. Thank you for popping by. I really appreciate it on the live. With a big old river that's 3 sides of the runway, so many models get sacrificed to the river gods. You should try to go a different club. Yeah, if there's a waiting list, Cliff, I don't know. But if you want to join, I'll certainly speak. I'll certainly speak to them and see if we can get you in there. So nice to see you guys. Yes, thanks for popping by. Listen, I'm going to go now, guys. So listen, I really appreciate you guys spending your time on a Saturday night or morning or afternoon, sitting here having a little chinwag with me. I like it. I think it's great to have a little chinwag. It's a shame I can't hear you and only see you, but it means the world to me. It really does. Thanks for sticking by. And yeah, Gina, thank you. Friday, yes, it'll be Friday feeling. Will be the next video next week. What it would be, whether it be flying and whether it be the Spitfire, I don't know. But the Spitfire needs to be done because I want that ready to maiden. But yeah. Anyway, listen. Thanks for popping by. Be safe, keep safe, but most of all, have some fun because that's what this is all about at the end of the day. Our RC fun. Listen. Cheers. See you now.